What is happening, Wrap Up Squad? Thank you guys so very much for swinging by for Sunday Night Live. I appreciate you guys so very much. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great week. We're really looking forward to this live Sunday stream as we're going to be talking about a ton of entertainment topics that have gone down this week, including the news that went down just last night regarding Jonathan Majors. That's right, we'll be getting into that in just a moment. So I thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me here this evening. I hope you guys, like I said, have had an awesome week, and I'm really looking forward to hanging out with you guys here tonight. As like I said, we have so much to talk about this week. It seems like there was a lot more news that went down this week as opposed to what was going down last week and everything. So I must say, you know, I'm really very much looking forward to hanging out with you guys here today. I'll be live with you guys till about, I don't know, probably till about 9 o'clock Eastern time. So a good, 90 minutes or so and everything, as I will be live streaming with you guys and, holding it down, hanging out with you. So hope you guys have had an awesome week, like I keep mentioning here, and I appreciate you guys. Did you see my setup there in the very beginning? I have 3 screens now set up. You talk about the organization going on. So I have my iPad Pro, I have the main machine, my MacBook Pro, and of course the monitor over here. So I have 3 screens going on. It's awesome. I love the organization going on here. It's really streamlined everything as far as being able to move from window to window and everything. Like I can highlight the chats and everything from this iPad over here, as you can see over here. And then I have YouTube Studio or whatever article I'm talking about here in the center. And then of course the main screen over here on the right hand side. So there's a lot going down. This is pretty awesome, and it seems like it's working out great. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. And yeah, it should be dope, guys. Looking dope. What's going on? Wellness setup is fire. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much for swinging by the stream once again as well. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Who else is here? Voice Guy's in the building. What's going on, Voice Guy? Thanks so much for swinging by the stream, bro. Hope you're doing great. Nice to see you as always, man. Professional as always, he says. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, man. Trying to always keep it clean and professional. There's a lot of wires spinning, spitting out here and everything, but overall, man, I think it looks pretty clean. You know what I mean? Let's see who else is in the building. Marcus is in the building. I hate Mondra fanboys. What's going on, Marcus? What's happening, bro? Thanks so much for swinging by the stream. Appreciate you as always. The Nothing is in the stream as well. What's going on, bro? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing great. Looks like Debbie was in the chat here earlier, just checking in, wrapping up some housework. I'm gonna be late. No worries at all. I'll be here till 9 p.m. Eastern, so plenty of time to rejoin. Plenty of time. Amanda's in the building as well. What's going on, Amanda? I'm ready, just finishing up dinner while I wait. Good stuff there as well. Good stuff. Nice, guys. So yeah, guys, like I said, we have so much to dive into here for this week. Obviously, you saw the thumbnail there. Got a little creative there with that. Jonathan Majors, bro got arrested. Like, oh my gosh, man. Like, this is the kind of news that you do not want to hear if you're a Jonathan Majors fan, if you're a Marvel Studios fan. You do not want to hear this kind of news. And hopefully it's nothing, but I don't know, man. When there's smoke, there's always fire, I feel like, right? So, and Wellness is not happy about it. Not happy about it at all. Myself either. You don't want to see something like this happen. These actors, they need to put themselves in situations where this sort of scenario never happens, and there's, like I said, when there's smoke, there's fire, so I hope that it's nothing crazy, but we're going to get into it here in just a minute. John's in the building. What's going on, John? Thanks so much for swinging by the stream, bro. I'm doing great. How are you? Hope you had an awesome week, man. And yeah, here we are, another week. Last week of March, guys, by the way. March is wrapping up here this week. You guys been watching March Madness, of course, basketball heading into the Final Four here. I think the last game just wrapped up not too long ago. We're getting ready to. And yeah, we got the basketball tournament wrapping up, heading into April here for the Masters Golf Tournament. So much happening in the world of sports and everything as well. So really, lot of events happening here in these last couple months, man, and leads right into spring. I love it because the warm weather just rolls right in, so I always look forward to like these sporting events because they help me get past like the last leg of winter, you know what I mean? What's going on, Vince? Vince says if they drop Majors after all of this, people are going to be very upset. A recast would be cringe in my opinion. Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. I mean, 100%, if they end up having to recast, it's going to be something that you know, because he absolutely nailed that role. And if that ends up happening, man, people are going to be very upset, and a lot of people might not accept it, you know. So I don't know. It's a very, very unfortunate situation, that is for sure. Austin's in the building. What's going on, bro? What's happening? Thank you so much for swinging by the stream. Appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. We're getting ready to get into it, man. You joined just in time. We're about to talk about Jonathan Majors, guys. So here it is, you guys. Again, and this news comes straight from TMZ. They are the ones that initially broke the news, the information regarding this. So I'm going to go ahead and read the article straight from them first. And there's a few other subsequent articles that are directly related to this as well. So we're going to be talking about Jonathan Majors here for a large part of the stream. And again, I will be keeping a close eye on the chats there as always. But, you know, obviously, if you guys are, you know, just finding out about this news and information, if you're watching a replay, you know, live stream replay, this is the news. Jonathan Majors was arrested for assaulting a woman in New York City. He, of course, is denying it. So here's the update. This was as of 5:03 a.m. Pacific time. A judge released Majors without bail at his Saturday night arraignment in Manhattan Criminal Court. Prosecutors charged the actor with misdemeanor assault, aggravated harassment, attempted assault, and harassment. Majors is due back in court in May. Wow. So a couple earlier updates here. Here's what allegedly happened in the lead up to this. Per our law enforcement sources, police were told that the alleged victim is Majors' girlfriend, and according to her, they got into an argument while in a taxi returning home from a bar in Brooklyn. Our sources say police were told the girlfriend saw another woman texting Majors, and she confronted him trying to sneak a peek at his phone. We're told the alleged victim / girlfriend claims that Majors got mad and that he allegedly grabbed her hand and allegedly slapped her. Oh, man. We're also told that the alleged victim claims he put his hands around her neck during this whole altercation. You guys, whoa. Majors getting seriously physical here, and there's more leading up to this. After this, you know, after this article, I have more regarding his you know, how he gets physical and everything. We'll get into that in just a moment, so stick around. Our sources say the woman was dropped off somewhere and that Jonathan Majors spent the night elsewhere. It appears that the girlfriend went to the police the following morning, that Saturday, and reported a crime. Wow. So let me check the chat here. I want to see what you guys are saying about this. Man. Wellness says, and the victim, my goodness, the pressure she must feel right now. Oh, 100%. You know, I mean, it's got to be pretty doggone heavy, right? That is for sure. I'm not putting this situation on Jonathan. I'm not putting it past him. It seems so unexpected from our end in the midst of him rising, I should say, excuse me, in great roles in his career. Definitely. Yo, Western, what's going on, bro? Thank you so much for swinging by the stream, man. We're just catching up here on the news regarding Jonathan Majors, the news that broke last night. Western says, I think Marvel will have a recast. We'll see, man. We'll see. It's very early on here. We'll have to see what ends up happening, but we're going to be getting into a little bit more information regarding this for sure. John says, very Ezra Miller-esque. Oh, man. Yeah, it definitely seems that way, right? Oh man, only Ezra has a lot more history whenever it comes to like physical altercations, I would say. Vince says, just as I got excited for Hot Toys Kang. Dude, I know. Did you see the face sculpture and the painting? It looked so good. And then like, yeah, I think it was revealed earlier last week. And then this news, of course, drops here last night. And it's just like, oh my gosh, bro. Unbelievable. Voice Guy says, that's screwed up. If he did it, then I don't have any respect for him. I mean, there's no argument here, man. I mean, by and large, I mean, if you're doing something like that, like, you can't really have too much respect for the guy, right? I can't blame you, bro. Wellness says, yeah, I can't take a side. I feel for both of them, though. Yeah, it's tough. It's very tough. I think we have to wait 2 months for the court trial, etc. Yeah, I think the trial's supposed to be in May, as I just mentioned there, Western. So yeah, once we find out what happens here in May, or if they end up settling outside of court, that could always end up happening too. Amanda says hopefully their cab driver can testify as if what happened, whether he did it or not. Yeah, the cab driver is definitely going to be key. You know, I wonder, was it a cab or an Uber? In the article it says a cab, but I wonder if it was perhaps an Uber. But either way, you know, that driver is definitely going to be a key role in this trial for sure. Wellness says there has been cases of females in the industry lying about being abused, which makes it difficult for when it actually happens to women who have been abused. It really does. And yeah, and I'm sure that makes it a lot more difficult for women to actually speak out about this sort of thing, because, you know, it's like the boy who cried wolf, right? It's like, did it really happen? You know what I mean? That sort of thing. So yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough. John says, will the Kang hot toy be canceled if Jonathan Majors is proven guilty? Bro, I would imagine so, because if he's guilty, Disney's gonna straight up cancel him. That is for sure. And so there's really no reason why he would be, you know, Kang the Conqueror anymore, which means you wouldn't need the hot toy anymore. So, and if any of them get into production, that would be something that you would want to get a hand on, you know, because of the fact that would be a collectible and yeah, that sort of thing. But, you know, Voice Guy says true, but it could be another Amber Heard. It could be. Yeah, like I said, the scales are weighing both ways. You know, it could go either way. All right, let's get back into this here, back into the article with a little more details, right? So Jonathan Majors was released in New York City this weekend, and according to police, he's being accused of putting his hands on a woman, but John's team is calling BS. Law enforcement tells us the actor was booked on Saturday morning on charges of strangulation, assault, and harassment. We're told cops responded to a call for a service around 11 a.m. Eastern time near the Chelsea neighborhood of Manhattan. We're told that the alleged victim in this case, a female, relayed to police that Majors had gotten into a dispute and proceeded to attack her. Their exact relationship is unknown. We already talked about the fact that is his alleged girlfriend there, so this part is a little dated here. Our sources tell us that the alleged victim had visible injuries, including a laceration behind her ear, redness, and marks to her face. Oh man, not good, guys. She was taken to an area hospital and is in stable condition. As for Majors, he was cuffed. He was booked, guys, and taken to the jail on the spot as police felt there was enough evidence for probable cause. We're hearing he is currently out of custody. And then it goes on to what Majors is working on. Big celeb, of course. Ant-Man, Michael B. Jordan's Creed 3, other blockbusters as well over the past years, of course. He's gotten rave reviews for his performances and is seen as a rising star in the entertainment industry. He was even at the Oscars a few weeks ago and was among the many presenters. A rep for Majors tells TMZ that, quote, he's done nothing wrong. We look forward to clearing his name and clearing this up. So there it is, guys. That was the initial report that came from TMZ. They're the ones that broke the news on this. And wow. Again, you know, I have more information regarding this story that we will be diving into in just a moment. And I'm going to check up on the chats here because I hear you guys have been chatting. I hear it buzzing in my ear. So I want to go ahead and read some more here before we continue on. Amanda says, if he's found guilty, he will definitely be canceled 100%, and rightfully so. I completely agree with you, and I think that would be the right call. No doubt. Vince says, on the other hand, if he's innocent, it would seem to me his girl might have gone out of her way to sabotage him, or could just be a lot of nerves and over exaggeration. Wow. Well, it sounds like, you know, there's a lot of, you know, as far as, you know, he was looking at his phone, allegedly maybe texting a different girl. You know, the fact that, you know, she's trying to get a hold of his phone to try to see who he's texting, but that gives you no right to put your hands on a woman just because of that situation. You know what I mean? So, oh man, it's if that is indeed what happened, man, I mean, it's going to be a wrap. And Disney is a very, I don't want to get too political, but Disney is a very left-sided company, a very liberal company, if you will. If they, decide that, hey, there's enough probable cause here where they feel that he would do damage to the reputation of their company, forget about it. He's going to be gone, man. He's going to be gone, lickety split. Don't have a fit 100%, guys. Wellness says, I remember when Michael B, when Michael B playing Killmonger, put him through dark phase in life. A lot of these times, these actors and actresses may carry their roles over into their personal lives. Wow. That's heavy. It's heavy. Man, oh man. Marcus, what's up, man? What's going on, bro? How you doing, man? Appreciate you swinging by the stream. If you guys are finding this breaking news information informative, go ahead and smash the like button. I have about 10 likes on the stream. We have a lot more news to talk about. I'm not going anywhere, so definitely stick around here for this, guys. Exhibit A already found. Yep. Right. Got the evidence. It's right there, bro. It's right there. I mean, if this ends up being it, I mean, whew. Vince says time for Dr. Doom to step up earlier than we thought. Yeah, I mean, they might have this, if he was going to be the main villain, and he was by all, circumstances here, bro, that's going to be, they're going to have to really, really change things up because he was going to be the main villain here in phase 5. So we'll see. Give me 1 second, guys. I lost my spot in the chat and I want to make sure I read everything here. Okay, here we go. Wellness says Jonathan seemingly has been doing so many roles back to back. Seems like he hasn't had a moment to rest. So it's likely he did just go crazy. Yeah, I mean, between this and Creed 3, I mean, he barely had any breaks between those 2 red carpet events, right? I mean, he had that red carpet event for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And what was it? Maybe 2 weeks later, he had one for Creed. So, yeah, he hasn't really had that much rest at all. It's unfortunate. And it sounds like he, in Hollywood, whenever you have these many projects line up, man, it's probably good for your mental health to just kind of take a break in between some of these projects that you have going on from time to time, So take a vacation, bro. I mean, you got all this cash money, millionaires, you're an A-list actor. You can basically go wherever you want, anywhere in the world, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I think I would have taken a vacation there for a couple months and then came back and maybe done a few more projects to wrap up the year or something. But I don't know. I don't know how Hollywood works. That's why I'm sitting here talking to you guys on YouTube about it. So, but yeah, definitely so many possible scenarios. Yeah, Western, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. 100% Diamond. It truly is, man. Truly is. Do taxi cabs have cameras nowadays? Oh, great question, voice guy. One would think so. One would think so, perhaps. But I'm not 100% sure on that. If we have any viewers that are from New York City right now that happen to take taxis, or if you live in another major metropolitan city, if you know for sure, let me know in the chat there. But yeah, I'm not quite sure. Now, like I said, if it ended up being an Uber and not a taxi, even though the article's quoting it as a taxi, but if it ended up being an Uber, that's the discretion of the driver if they want to go ahead and have cameras up in their Uber car and everything. So, if that ends up being the case, then perhaps there was one in there, but we don't know for sure. Western thinks that she's lying. I don't know, man. Sounds like they got a lot of evidence, man. It sounds like they have a lot of evidence based on that article that I just said, read through and everything. And I have more evidence that's probably going to be, potentially utilized in his court case here in just a second. Amanda says, if he is actually innocent, then she can get into serious trouble. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she could definitely get sued. The court case for that would be called defamation. So she could get sued big time for defamation. I'm talking like hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars because, that's the same type of case that went down with Amber Heard and Johnny. and everything that happened earlier on last year. So that was a defamation case. And of course, as we all know, Amber Heard, she ended up losing that case in Johnny's favor there. So this could be that same type situation here for this. So we'll see if that case ends up happening, and Majors ends up winning the case. He's found innocent. He's just going to turn around and countersue her for defamation. So guys, this could be very, very far from being over. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how things wrap up with this. Zoe's in the building. What's going on, Zoe? Oh God, I just hopped on and heard the news. Gotcha. Yeah, this is crazy. This is insane. This broke yesterday and everything. I was gonna go live yesterday right when it happened, but I was like, you know what? I'm going live on Sunday. Let me just hold off, and then we'll talk about it on a Sunday live stream and everything. But yeah, this is definitely gonna dominate the headlines here, as I'm gonna be talking with you guys here for about another hour or so as we continue on here. Yeah, it is definitely tough. That's for sure. Wellness says they left a bar. She probably responded as a loud drunk who wouldn't hush. LOL. I know as a woman, I wouldn't be so calm if my man has a woman texting him, especially with drinks in me. Oh, definitely. Yeah, because that kind of escalates things a little bit more. That kind of ramps it up to like level 10. It could be like a level 5. Out of 5, but then if you have drinks into you, it's going to ramp it up to a 10 out of 5. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. So yeah, I definitely get it. I definitely get it there. Voice Guy says, I got to take my dog out and I will be back, but stream's got to say, no worries, man. Yeah, I'll be here till at least 9 o'clock Eastern for sure, bro. Can't have a Kang Dynasty without Kang himself. Like I said, bro, they might end up having to recast if this ends up being true. Zoe says, I can't believe this is happening to him. I think he is just overworked and just snapped. Yeah, that's exactly what Wellness just said not even 5 minutes ago before you dropped into the chat. And we were just talking about that, saying that maybe perhaps bro just needs to take a vacation. You know what I mean? Like he's basically an A-list actor at this point. He can go anywhere he wants to in the world. Bro, just go somewhere nice on a vacation for like 2 months, reset your mind, and then come back strong and just line up a bunch of projects to finish out 2023. That's what I would have done. But again, like I just said, that's why I'm a YouTuber and he's an actor. I have no idea what I would have done in that situation, or what he could have done in that situation if perhaps he has projects already lined up and he couldn't do something like that. So I don't know. It's tough. Scope Ghost is in the building. Scope Ghost says, I'm definitely very upset because I met him during an event and he seemed so nice. He took a pic with me too. Wow, bro. Wow. So you still have that picture and everything, I assume. That's crazy, man. Wow. I know we have cameras in buses. Yeah, they're in buses for sure. I'm not sure about the taxi cabs. That might be like a case by case type of basis, but we'll see. Zoe says, I've seen cameras in subways and buses in Toronto, but I don't know about a taxi. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm wondering if the fact that they do have them in taxis, I bet some Ubers do by case basis, depending on the driver, if they want to have them in there or not, but I don't know. And then it says that driver probably already spilled the tea on Facebook. He may not even have recognized him and thought he was just a random person. That's true too. Yeah, because sometimes they don't always get recognized and everything. And then it says it happened in the morning. I don't think it was a drunken night out. I wonder, okay, so if it happened in the morning, like how early are we talking in the morning? Was it like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., or was it like a 7 or 8 a.m. taxi cab? I can't remember. Wellness says, I don't know. I think it said Saturday night, which immediately I thought of SNL. Fair. Charles, what's going on, bro? What's happening, man? Thank you so much for swinging by the stream, man. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. We're just talking about Jonathan Majors, man. I don't even know if I'm going to get to other articles here because, man, this headline is definitely heavy, bro. And man, it says he may get a nice vacation with three screen. Right? Oh my goodness. 100%. I hope that's not the case, but I mean, like, if that is what ended up happening indeed, then That's what has to happen. Wellness says Hollywood put A-listers to work, especially if they are the new crave. That's right. Very, very much so. Very much so. Man. Auto typo got you, right? I hate that. Austin says, can't lose Jonathan. He's my favorite recent addition to the MCU. I like him more than Tanakh as Namor, and John Krasinski as Reed, and Bale as Gore. The girls as Ms. Marvel and America Chavez. Cannot lose him. I mean, but bro, I mean, if this ends up being true, it's gonna be like they're not gonna have a choice, because he's just gonna end up getting locked up anyways, right? I mean, or just have these misdemeanor assault charges, you know, on him, and Disney's not gonna want to keep him. They're gonna cut him loose. I guarantee freaking that Disney will cut him loose if he is indeed found guilty. Zoe says that this is a tough situation because it involves multiple mental health issues, harassment, and assault. It might be hard to believe Jonathan Majors unless he has hard proof. And again, it could end up happening where the case ends up getting dropped in like a couple days or a couple months or weeks, perhaps. You know, he could end up paying her off and just saying like, yo, let's just keep this hush hush. Here's this money, or I'll give you a certain amount of money. These cases, situations like this happen all the time. It's very frustrating to think about, but you know, it's something that happens on a case-by-case basis all the time in Hollywood. It's very unfortunate, and this might end up happening where the case gets dropped, and you know, then what do we do, right? Then the decision is going to be completely up to Disney's discretion, you know, if they decide to go ahead and continue it. This is a hot topic, guys. Very hot topic. Cuphead's in the building. What's going on, Marvel Cuphead? Thank you so much for swinging by the stream. Hope you are doing well. I appreciate you, and yeah, hope you had a great week. Everyone smash that like button. We got 12 likes on the stream. Let's see if we can get this bad boy up to 20 likes before the stream comes to a close here around the top of the next hour here or so. Good stuff here, guys. Some weekends news we get this week. DC Ezra Miller issues. Marvel is like Majors. Hold my train. Dude, I mean, it's seriously though. It's like, oh my God. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I shouldn't laugh. It's like, oh my God. I mean, bro, I mean, if he's guilty, man, you have to, you know, because that hurts Disney's image. You have to look at it from a big time perspective, you know. And even if he's not guilty, if there's like enough evidence, or even if he's like guilty, but the case gets dropped, he still might be getting dropped, man. Wellness says, I would hate to have a man, a Jonathan size, but oh, I know. Right? He's freaking huge. He's ripped. Like I was, you know, when I was working on my thumbnail for this video, you know, you saw the thumbnail, of course, you clicked on it. You know, some of the images I saw, man, I think the one with Men's Health, dude, he doesn't have a 6-pack. Bro has an 8-pack going on, man, and he's just ripped. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy to think about. 100%. If I was the victim, I wouldn't want to have my name and face out there in the public. Imagine this is true. And then you have the whole flock of people hating you. Yeah, it's like, you put Jonathan Majors under the bus, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, man. Disney got the scissors ready. Yep, they're about to cut him loose. It's just a matter of time and a matter of, you know, how long, you know, regarding the case, I guess, right? So Amanda says, if this is true, he may not have work for a very long time. It could end his career, which is sad, over some BS. 100%. Yep. Over some stupid text, man. It's crazy. Zoe says, well, in other good news, John Wick Chapter 4 is amazing. Nice. Very good stuff. I did not get a chance to check it out yet. Excuse me. I did see the trailer for it, though, whenever I saw Scream 6 a couple weeks back, and it looked incredible. I might have to check it out. That is awesome. glad to hear that you enjoyed it. So let's see here. I would side this case if it was dropped. Like, I wish Jonathan well and the lady, but this got to be addressed, right? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, maybe they'll put it on the Law and Crime YouTube channel. Have you guys seen that YouTube channel? I'm sure you've heard of it or seen it. That would be a very interesting case to watch. Oh, man. If he is proven guilty, his career is probably done at this point. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to get hired anytime soon, bro. Oh, I'm laughing, but it's because I'm uncomfy. I don't know which feeling to pick, so I'm laughing. Yeah, it's tough. It's like a nervous laugh, right? Charles says, Disney, learn from this. If these charges are true, this is a fireable offense, not some 10-year stupid, childish, out of context tweets. Yeah, right? Yeah, that happened so long ago. I know what you're referring to there. 100%. Darth Pikachu, what's going on, bro? Thanks so much for swinging by the stream. I hope you're doing well. We're just talking about Jonathan Majors, the news that he was arrested, in fact, yesterday. So that's the latest information there with that. We're going to be getting into some information, more news articles regarding this here in just a second. I'm just trying to read everyone's comment here. You guys are blowing up the chat. I love it. Amanda says, I find humor in everything, even the dark stuff. Sometimes you gotta keep your head up in a series of humor. Yeah, it helps you get through it, right? Definitely. Yeah, Mario movie's coming out, Cuphead. Good stuff. Right around the corner. Walnut says, who's the female that was in his phone? Please stand up. Please stand up. Yeah, I'm very, very curious about that too. I mean, we'll find out, when it goes to trial, I guess. If it goes to trial, I should say. If the case ends up getting dropped, obviously we may not ever know. If this is true and people come for her, then that would be sad, because that just shows, that they are okay with his behavior and would have rather she just took it so he could save his. Yeah, it's a great point as well, Amanda. Another great point. Oh man, crazy stuff, guys. Appreciate everyone's comments there in the chat regarding this very, very wild story that just ended up breaking there late last night. Darth Pikachu says that this means he won't be coming back for future Marvel projects. That could be the case. They haven't made any announcements yet. Disney's probably right now in like a standby mode. They're just kind of standing by and waiting to see what happens. But yeah, man. Yeah, this could very well be the end. We'll see. We will have to see. So we're going to get into this next article here, you guys. I definitely want to talk about this next one here too. So again, we're still talking about Jonathan Majors here, right? So this article here, Avengers 5 lead actor accused of vicious following the arrest, he was accused of vicious abusive behavior by directors after the arrest. Okay, so this article is coming from the Direct, you guys. So following Jonathan Majors' arrest on Saturday, the actor received major backlash online, being labeled among many things a vicious, cruel, abusive human being. The Kang actor vehemently, praised for his performance in Marvel's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and said to be the lead star of Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, was arrested in New York City. Of course, we just went through that, for allegedly physically assaulting his girlfriend. Majors and his representatives claim that he's innocent, and the actor is currently out of custody. With this news, though, Twitter users began to speak out against Jonathan Majors. So here are some troubling allegations here. As news of Jonathan Majors' arrest broke, Twitter users began making their perspectives known about the Avengers 5 actor. Back in February, filmmaker A.B. Allen tweeted about a beloved, quote, actor who in actuality is a vicious, cruel, abusive human being, saying, quote, there's a particular actor relatively new on the scene who Twitter has violently fallen head over heels for, who in actuality is a vicious, cruel, abusive human being, both professionally and in his personal life, and every new viral thirst tweet about him drives me insane. Wow. Bro, wow. Following the news of Major's arrest, a user tweeted, quote, "Now we know who this tweet was about," with a screenshot of A.B. Allen's previous post. Allen then simply responded, "Ding, ding, ding, ding." Ladies and gentlemen, wow. Wrap Up Squad, what do you guys think about this? Oh my goodness gracious. I'm checking the chat here. I have to see what you guys are saying about that. Give me a second here, getting caught up. Oh, Disney looking. Oh, they're looking. Oh my gosh. Not at all, Amanda. Not at all. It seems coincidental. Ugh, my mind is in a battle. Jay, what's up, bro? What's happening, man? Appreciate you swinging by the stream, man. We're talking about this breaking news regarding Jonathan Majors here yesterday, allegedly assaulting his girlfriend in a taxi. Just went down yesterday. We're talking all about it, bro. Crazy stuff, man. Appreciate you swinging by the stream as always, man. Maybe the woman Jonathan was texting his sister and his girlfriend was just too drunk. I mean, even so, like, you know, if that ends up being the case, it's like, okay, but then the fact of what followed here is like he slapped her and then he put his arms around around her throat allegedly for getting all like, you know, up into his phone. Like, there's no excuse. That's no excuse to do that. Like, that's crazy. Man, he is the main villain in his own. Man, that's a hot comment, voice guy. Hot comment, bro. Voice guy coming in hot. And man, it says it makes me feel uneasy if he has been known to be this, or be this way, and everyone knew and just ignored it and turned it back. That's the way Hollywood is in some cases, though, right? Yep, they just kind of turn a blind eye, you know. Look at what was it, Harvey Weinstein? All those years, all those women he abused, you know, and they just turn a blind eye because it's like, hey, he's like the main director or whatever in Hollywood. And it's like, if you say something, you're going to suicide your career. And it's just like, enough was enough. But you're right. You're 100% right. It's crazy. It's so sad. So sad. Man, oh man. Yeah, maybe Kang took over, right? I am Kang, you know, just oh man, you gotta try to joke about it, but it's in all seriousness, this is crazy. Oh man. And if she was drunk, then that's still not okay to abuse her. Yeah, that's no excuse. Yeah, it's no excuse at all. Yep. Oh man. All right, let me get back into this article here. Where was I? Oh yeah, right after the ding ding ding, right? Okay, continuing on here. Of course, like I said, this is coming from the direct now. You can check it out yourselves. When pressed on why the user will now not share more despite the public at large seemingly seeing evidence of what was being posted, A.B. Allen explained that it, quote, would still expose people who have been hurt. Oh, that's fair. The specifics of what I know, unfortunately, would still expose people who have been hurt and deserve to not become part of some larger media inquiry if they don't want to. Now, that's very respectful by A.B. Allen. So I'm not going to get into the details, but now y'all know what his deal is. So, damn. Society Theater co-founder and Broadway actor / director Tim, Nikolai? Sorry if I butchered his name. Offered support on Twitter in posts that have since been made private, sharing that, quote, it's strangely a relief to know other humans were out there who understand, unquote. Nikolai continued saying that many in Yale and NYC communities, later specified to be 2012 through 2017 graduates, from NYU, Juilliard, Yale considered the actor a sociopath and abuser. Okay, so here's his quote. I'm just gonna say this about Jonathan Majors and be done with it. Folks at Yale and the broader NYC community have known about him for years. He's a sociopath and abuser, and that is how virtually everyone speaks about him. It's a shame that it took this long for him to be reported. Holy shit. Wow. Oh my gosh, man. These allegations are, this is fire, you guys. This is not good. This is not good at all. My goodness gracious. Wow. Catching back up in the chat here. Yeah, potentially wellness, right? Yeah, you can't do that, man. You can't do that. Wow. It certainly seems to be the case. I mean, with these allegations here, I mean, man. Okay. In response to comments about why it seems people kept quiet if they knew about Majors, Nikolai explained that, quote, people have tried. It's both simultaneously awful to know he is still doing this and also a relief that he may never get to again. Wow. I'm already seeing a bunch of, quote, why didn't you do anything? Folks, people have tried. Ultimately needed a victim to come forward. It's both simultaneously awful to know that he is still doing this and also a relief that he may never get to again. Nikolai did not want to expose people who want to remain quiet. Quote, a bunch of us are close with people and sometimes multiple people he has named or he has directly harmed. Wow. I don't know if they will speak on it. Yeah, keep an eye on this story. This may heat up if other people step up. It is completely their decision. Nikolai explained that, quote, if casting directors like you, that's the currency. But nobody would call his ex's girlfriend at the time directors, professors. They just don't do that. The actor went on to share that, quote, literally people Jonathan Majors did this to are texting me right now. It's not, I heard. Wow. It's not like, yo, I heard about Jonathan Majors. They're texting him talking about Jonathan Majors, about him, about things that he's done in the past. Bro. Of course, Disney and Marvel Studios have yet to officially comment on it. Wow, guys. I mean, what can you say? That one right there is like a freaking smoking gun. That last article that I just read there. Wow. I am shocked. Guys, because I did not read these articles. You are getting my raw reaction to these articles right now because I made sure I did not read them before I went live because I wanted to make sure you guys got my raw reaction, and you're getting it right now, bro. I mean, if this is true and all of this is true, and this is what happens here when somebody does some crap like this, a lot of people step up and say like, yo, this is exactly how he is. 90% of the time it ends up being the case. And if this is true, gotta cut him loose. You gotta cut him loose, man. And I know it sucks, but like, this is life, man. It's more important than just like a comic book adaptation of a movie, you know? Wow. Amanda says, wow, so this sounds like he has been known to be, yep. No doubt. No doubt. Voice Guy says, well, maybe he can get replaced by a better actor. Yeah, it could happen. Yeah, maybe we can find a better Kang, you know? It's possible, you know? Everyone, where was I at? How I just finding out this today. Lord Jonathan. Oh my goodness. Austin says, damn, well, this sucks. His performances as he remains and has me absolutely on board with him. So this, yeah, It's tough, man. This is tough. It is so tough. The victim, the lady in his DM saying he pretty, and the cab driver we'll hear from, keep the victim identity covered. This is crazy. Yep. Get your popcorn ready. Travis says a huge scooper claims that Marvel is workshopping a reboot. Really? When you say a reboot, can you be a little more specific? A reboot as to Marvel Cuphead? I don't know who is going to be the new actor for Kang, right? Probably not, bro. I mean, because he has a violent past, obviously, as well, with him going on stage slapping Chris Rock over a joke. You know, like, nah, it ain't gonna be Will Smith, bro. I'd imagine Disney will stay, will still play it safe and wait to cut him loose till he's either convicted or people make a big deal. Yeah, yep, I agree with you. Oh my God, this topic is hot, you guys. Michael B. They can't do Michael B though, because Michael B is Killmonger in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It won't work. They can't do Michael B. Jordan. That would be a great idea, but you can't do Michael B. Jordan because he's already casted in the MCU as Killmonger, and then he would come back as as Kang the Conqueror. No, dude, that wouldn't work. Debbie Riley, welcome back in. This news is nuts. This is crazy. Like, we've been talking about it the whole stream. I thought I was going to get the other articles, but this is hot. This news is hot. I cannot stray from it. This is crazy. You guys have a very strong opinion about it, and as do I, 100%. This is, like I said, if this is true, if this is all convicted to be, ends up being true, you gotta cut him loose, man. Like, I don't care how good of an actor you are. Like, no, there's no room for that, man. Kevin Hart, bro, that would work, except for the fact that he's a little too short. And I wonder if people would take him seriously too, because Kevin Hart, by and large, just does comedy. Oh man, it's crazy, you guys. It's crazy. Chris Rock. He's kind of short too, though, and I don't know if I could take him seriously. Oh my gosh, I'm glad we're able to like kind of laugh about this, although this is a serious situation, a serious topic, guys. But yeah, it's good that we're able to kind of joke around about it though at the same time, right? So, oh my gosh. John says Caleb McLaughlin or Jaden Smith as Kang are too young. Maybe Caleb. Yeah, maybe Caleb. I don't know. Wellness says just slap any black male actor in at this point. but wait, Kang is blue, so we got to find blue people. Yeah, I mean, maybe someone from Avatar, right? I mean, no, but seriously, this is wild. This is crazy. I'm a DV survivor. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for my sister, and I am very sensitive to these things. Wow, thank you for sharing that. That's heavy. Yeah, this kind of stuff, man. I mean, if this ends up being true, like I keep saying, you have to cut them loose, and I'm sure that Disney is keeping an eye on it very, very closely. I'm just gonna fix this real quick. Like I keep saying, I think they're probably watching this with very, very, close eyes. That's for sure. Majors had the second best, if not the best spot in film, the big bad. You want to see your heroes fight this guy, and you don't know what's going to happen. I really hope he can keep that spot, but sheesh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, based on what I just read and then the allegations, of course, it's like, it's so specific, you know what I mean? And it's just like, oh God, dude. Like, that is a very, very specific detail of the fact that, like, the information's out there at the fact that you slapped her allegedly, and then you put your arms around her neck, and then there's people, you know, from the schools that you went to, surrounding the schools you went to, regarding NYU, Juilliard, you know, of course, is an acting school there in New York City. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Chris Rock did play a serious role in the movie Spiral. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I never saw it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I would assume so, but yeah. A reboot is completely abandoning the Kang storyline and basically restarting the universe. Oh my God. Oh, is that what you mean? I wasn't sure if you meant specifically just like rebooting the character and recasting, or completely rebooting the MCU. That's nuts. That's nuts. What? Oh my God. They would have a DC situation on their hands then. Now their reboot, or are they saying that they would want to do this potentially? The rumor saying they would want to do this based on Jonathan Majors screwing up here. Is that why, or is it just because of the fact that, like, you know, the shows and the movies haven't been that great? Wow. John Cena. Bro, that might work though. That might work. But he's in DC though, right? I don't know, man. Menace says, I'm not sure who could be a good replacement. Yeah, I don't know either. Denzel Washington would be awesome. An awesome Kang, but I guess he is probably too. Yeah, he's getting up there. Yeah, you guys said Denzel at the same time there. I think he's a little too old too. That's the second person that said Kevin Hart. Yeah, Ezra Miller is his name, I believe. Yeah, he needs help too. Yeah, definitely. Yup. I'm surprised that DC hasn't like cut ties with him, man. Like, based on what I had read about that, I was like, dude, he needs to go too. I just watched the Equalizer movie, saw our boy Pedro in it. Pedro Pascal, nice. And number 2, so Denzel still got it going on. Ah, there you go. Nice. Maybe he could do it, you know? Yeah, he's older, but like, you know, he would be the guy. He could totally do it. Oh, his arm around her neck. I thought it was, oh, that's the way I read it too. Okay, so he just like, so that sounds like a neck lock then. Like you kind of doing like something like this, you know, that sort of thing. Not like this, but like this, you know. Is that making sense? Yeah, he really is. Yep, he's getting up there though, but yeah. I mean, this would break everything. Yeah, perhaps, John. Yeah, like that's what the Flash is supposed to be doing. I guess it's supposed to be rebooting the DCU. I guess essentially. Yep. Yeah, Denzel he's awesome. Definitely one of my favorites. Debbie says Denzel is amazing, but I feel like a guy with that much fame and notoriety may be distracting. I could be wrong. It could be, yeah. Yeah, it could be like your line with the scene with Denzel and you end up just staring at him because you're just like completely starstruck. I mean, there's so many great movies that man has done, right? Yeah, you're going to be expensive. Not that the MCU doesn't have the money for it, though. They definitely have the money to pay the guy, you know. But yeah, he would be expensive. Pedro is Kang. Yeah, Pedro's not in the MCU yet. Pedro Pascal. There you go. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Skinny's in the building. What's going on, bro? I mean, if they're gonna recast, it's very easy to, with an MCU storyline, just be him as another variant. So I'm not that worried with the story structure wise. Yeah, hopefully they just recast if that ends up what they end up having to do, you know. But yeah, yeah. I literally don't see any better option for Kang than Jonathan. From what we've seen, he is the best for the role. I mean, that's basically because he's the only one we have seen for the role at this point, and he has crushed it. But like I keep saying here, if this is all true, gotta go, bro. Gotta go. Has he been proven guilty yet? I haven't been listening too much because I'm gaming. No, it has not yet. Not yet. The trial's set for sometime here in May, but dude, there's a lot of evidence here proving that he may in fact be guilty, but we'll see. We'll see. In the court of public opinion right now, based on what I'm seeing in this chat, which by the way, I probably should have threw up a poll on if you guys thought he was guilty or not. Maybe I'll do another stream talking about it and everything, and I'll do that. But, you know, if he is guilty, like I said, I keep saying in here, I think he's got to go. That Pedro would be fun. That would be awesome. He could totally do it too. Oh man, I keep coughing because I don't have my water with me here tonight. I forgot once I went live, I was like, I had the 2-minute countdown up. I was like, oh crap, I forgot my water. So I'm like, my throat is so dry right now, but it's cool. We're working through it. But if Kang drives the actor crazy, let's keep Pedro in protective dad roles. Yeah, right? He seems to be doing very well with those roles. It's just Pedro's world and we're all living in it. Yeah, he's the man. I love him too. He's freaking fantastic. Snoop Dogg Kang would be too overpowered. Oh man. Crazy. If they recast, just do the road situation. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Exactly. And same with the Hulk situation, right? You know, between Edward Norton. All right, I'm hoping he's in the clear, and I'm staying optimistic until it's decided. Yeah, I'm trying to stay optimistic too, but seeing all of this, it's very troubling to I don't know, to stay balanced. It's just hard to stay balanced. You guys know how you feel about this sort of thing. You know, whenever you hear other people come out about it, and they're not just necessarily coming out about it just to pile on. Like, you have multiple people saying this. It's like, dude, like I said right in the beginning of the stream, man, when there's smoke, usually there's fire. Yeah, it was cool, John. It was really cool, bro. I'm hoping it's not too, man. I'm hoping it is not true as well. I wonder what Michael B. Jordan is thinking after hearing this news. They were bro bays for a nice little moment. Yeah, they were. Big time. Travis says, I really think if Majors isn't playing Kang anymore, then they should just skip to the X-Men. Maybe that's what they end up doing, you know? Maybe they're like, okay, we're just going to slowly push this Kang storyline aside and now, hey, X-Men time. Oh, man. Hopefully you guys having any problems with the stream. Hopefully it's not buffering. Hopefully it's good. Oh, man. Looks like it says excellent condition on my side, so hopefully it's just you there, Wellness. And hopefully it gets better for you as well. Do an undecided option because I really don't have, or I'm sorry, do an undecided opinion because I don't really have an opinion either way at this point. Yeah, I honestly don't know which way I will, you know, I feel about this. It's just, this is tough. This is tough. Like I said, we'll see if this ends up getting dropped. If it ends up getting dropped, then that's going to tell me that some part of this, if not all of this, is true. But and then he just paid her hush hush money, right? But especially if there's no like counter case with a defamation, you know, tied into it. So, oh man, bro, not much. Not much. Not me stressing over someone else's fate. Yeah, I feel you. It's not worth it. Yep. Just kind of keep an eye on it and get your popcorn ready. Debbie says, I don't know who they should recast with, but I would hope for a lesser known actor for many reasons. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be kind of cool to have a lesser known actor. I think that would be really, really cool. And that actor could potentially, make a name for themselves. Good stuff. Thank you, Voice Guy. I appreciate you guys swinging by this stream tonight. Go ahead and smash the like button. 5 more likes away from 20 likes. We're trying to get to 20 before the stream comes to a close here. I'm going to probably wrap things up here at the top of the hour. I do appreciate you guys, as always, swinging by. I had other news topics I wanted to talk about tonight, but this has turned into the Jonathan Majors stream, and I'm not surprised that it did as well. You guys have a very, very large opinion on it, so I'm totally with you guys to keep talking about it for sure for the duration of the stream. Recasting is difficult to deal with. You want to be subtle and for it to feel normal. Yeah, if this one won't feel subtle at all, because we'll be like, I wonder why, that sort of thing. But yeah, you're right about that. Sometimes it can be kind of jarring, but if you end up owning the role, sometimes it works itself out, in the long run, in the long haul. Speaking of time, it's Morphin time. The Power Rangers will be reuniting on Netflix in April. I think it's the 16th or 17th. That's right. Yeah. And I asked you guys a couple times if you wanted me to maybe go ahead and see if I can get a streamer key for it and do a review. I'm definitely welcome, very much open to doing something like that as well. If you guys would like to see that here on my channel, let me know. And I could definitely go ahead and do that for you guys. Definitely let me know, though, for sure. I would for sure be down to doing that, though. And it says, do you think he did it or not? Or is it confirmed that he did it? So it's not confirmed that he did it. Do I think that he did it? I mean, I'm kind of unsure right now. There's a lot of evidence pointing that he did, but I'm kind of unsure. I'm leaning towards yes, but I mean, I want to see the process work itself out. Like, I want to see this case go to court, and I want to see the evidence presented to the jury, and I want to see it go through the whole process. And I really hope that the case doesn't get dropped. I think that's how I feel about it. Yo, 100%. Yeah. If it's dropped, then that tells me that A, hush money is involved, and B, he did it. And then we'll see if what decision, Disney and Marvel ends up making from there as well. You think Taron Egerton as Wolverine could work? As Wolverine? Oh yeah, maybe. Perhaps, huh? Yeah, let's get into some other news as long as the others want to hear it. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Yeah, we can definitely do that. I look forward to the next Mandalorian stream. I wonder how long the next episode will be. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's going to be dope. I'm really, really looking forward to it. That live stream will be a blast. I'll be hosting it, of course, this Tuesday night. You guys won't want to miss that. I'll be holding it down. That last episode was awesome. Can't wait to see what happens next for sure. Voice Guy, it's going to be great. You'd be down for the Power Rangers review? Yeah, perhaps I'll do that. Maybe I'll reach out to Netflix here after this stream, or tomorrow morning, perhaps. Probably sooner rather than later, so I can watch it a few times, be well versed in it, and go ahead and talk about it. So let's see here. I have a couple more news articles here before I wrap things up here in about 20 minutes, guys. We'll move on from the Jonathan Majors news because I think we've talked about it enough. So, some of the other news stories that I had queued up here. We had some Loki season 2 news that ended up dropping here just a couple days ago. I have that on queue to talk about. Or I could go ahead and talk about some Stranger Things news as well. Nothing major, just real small tidbit there regarding Stranger Things. So you guys let me know, what would you like me to talk about? Loki or Stranger Things? Let's see what you guys have to say about that. Debbie says, I wish I could make it to the Mandalorian streams. I'm asleep by 9 usually. I'm lame. No worries at all, Debbie. I get it. You know, some people have to get up early. Me, myself, I have to get up mad early the next day, and somehow I still do these streams. But no, I totally get it. 100%. Definitely going to feel different without JDF. Rest in peace. Yeah, for the Power Rangers. Yeah, definitely. Cuphead says Loki. Austin says Loki. Voice Guy says Loki. It's like Sophie's Choice. Loki. Loki. Sounds like you guys want to hear this, the news story regarding Loki. All right, guys. Yeah, we can definitely get into the Loki story here. So, the information regarding Loki season 2 received a new release update from actor Owen Wilson. So, it is unknown when exactly Loki season 2 will premiere on Disney Plus, but Owen Wilson recently provided a release window for the MCU series. Disney Plus recently removed the release windows for MCU's Phase 5 shows. Like I talked last week, I talked about that in my stream last week. If you haven't already, go check that stream out, regarding, signaling a wave of delays for a number of shows, including this one here, Loki season 2. Now, while Marvel Studios has yet to update Loki's release date, speculation has begun on when the show will hit Disney Plus. Okay, so here it is. The Loki season 2 release window, the release date has been revealed by Owen Wilson. Speaking to Entertainment Tonight, Loki star Owen Wilson, who plays Mobius in the series, shared a brief release update regarding season 2. When talking about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania's post-credits, where and spoilers for the Ant-Man and the Wasp, by the way, if you guys haven't seen it, you might want to skip this segment here, where he, alongside Loki and Jonathan Majors, Victor Timely showed up. Wilson said that he thinks that the series will premiere on Disney Plus at the end of the summer or September. Here's the quote. I guess Quantumania has kind of a little shot of Tom Hiddleston and Jonathan Majors from the Loki season 2. And I think that's coming out at the end of the summer or September. Okay, so we got a late summer, early fall time frame for Loki season 2 directly from Owen Wilson. That's good news. Loki season 2 was originally announced for the broader summer 2022 release window, but that plan was potentially scrapped when the streaming service changed its release window to coming soon. Wilson's comment lines up with the Bespin Bulletin's early report that Loki season 2 is eyeing us much later in the summer release, meaning that it could release in August or September. Okay, so definitely sounds like that's going to be the time frame for Loki season 2, sometime here in late August, potentially early September, just in time for whenever the kiddos head back to school here. Good stuff. The question here is, will Marvel delay it again? Hopefully they don't. Although Marvel, already scolded Owen Wilson multiple times due to accidentally sharing spoilers, the studio could give the actor a pass this time, since many are confused about when exactly Loki season 2 will premiere on Disney Plus. A September release for Loki season 2 is quite fitting if Marvel Studios would release Secret Invasion first this year. It was previously rumored that the Samuel L. Jackson-led series will premiere on Disney Plus in either May or June. Of course, that's right around the corner here. If true, then a late summer release window for that would give more breathing room between the two shows. And at this point, it remains to be seen if Marvel Studios will further delay Loki Season 2's release. Considering the behind-the-scenes drama under the Marvel banner and delays across the board, there is a reason to be concerned about a potential delay. However, given that Owen Wilson appears to be informed of Loki Season 2 release window, it is safe to assume that the upcoming Disney Plus show will not experience any form of delay from its late summer release window. And there it is, guys. So that's not bad. That's fairly good news, I feel like. you know? It's like Sophie's Choice, right? Yeah. Nice. Catching up on what you guys had to say about that one here. Kang, do you think will be in Loki season? Potentially. I mean, it looks like he already was. Not Kang, but like a variant of him. So, yeah. Unless they end up having to like cut his scenes if they're not important enough. But I feel like they would be important enough to be on there. So, I don't know. Come on, September 4th for my birthday and the first day of school. Bro, that would be sweet. That would be an awesome birthday gift, right? Owen Wilson been in movies since I was a little kid, and he hasn't really been hasn't really aged. Okay, I couldn't see there. Wasn't he Lightning McQueen as well? Yeah, he is the voice for Lightning McQueen. Yep. Cool stuff there. Yeah, the Samuel, so it's not even a movie, it's a series. So Secret Invasion is a series that's going to be on Disney Plus, which means I'll be doing countdown streams for that one as well. Be a blast. That's good news. Loki is probably my favorite MCU show. Wasn't it good? So good. I watched the final episode of Loki before I went ahead and saw Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and I was like so pumped by the time I went into the theater. I was like, man, I'm ready. I'm ready to go Quantum Realm here. So that was really, really awesome stuff to of course check out and everything. But yeah, love it. Yeah. Oh yeah, countdown stream. Either way, if it was a movie, I would still do a stream, you know, after I saw the film too. So either way, guys. But yeah, it should be fun. I'm glad we're closing up shop here on positive news here, you know, straying away from Jonathan Majors here and talking about that a little bit there. That was a good call, guys. Good call to go ahead and move on. And since we wrapped it up early, that article, of course, I'm going to be able to move on to the Stranger Things news here that we'll talk about here. I'll get to that topic here in just a couple minutes. Do we know how many episodes Secret Invasion is? I'm not sure. If anybody knows in the chat, let John and myself know. I would assume anywhere between 10 and 12 episodes maybe, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, I would hope it would be really, really good. Anything with Samuel is good for the most part, right? Definitely. Loki is definitely my favorite Marvel show as well. Yeah, Loki's so good. So good. I loved it. I'd probably say for me, I think WandaVision and then Loki. A lot of people, I've noticed around the internet, some people are like, I didn't really like WandaVision. I'm like, what part of WandaVision did you not like? I don't know. I loved it. I just hope the MCU sorts out whatever issues they have. I absolutely love the stories and want them to keep telling them. Me too. Yeah, I hope this isn't like slowly being the beginning of the end. I want them to continue. It's been an awesome ride up to this point. Even the movies and shows that are just kind of mid, guys, they're still a lot of fun. You gotta admit it. They're still a lot of fun, you know? So yeah, I hope that this isn't the beginning of the end. I hope this is just maybe close to the halfway point or just still rolling along, you know, not even close to the halfway point. Wellness says, yay, Stranger Things. Yeah, I'll be talking about that in just a second. It's nothing major, but it's still interesting, as all things are whenever it comes to Stranger Things. Debbie says, oh, I freaking loved WandaVision. Me too. It's one of the best things to come out of Phase 4, I felt like. Loved it. Loki is by far my favorite Marvel show, then Moon Knight, followed by Hawkeye, then The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, then WandaVision, then What If, excuse me, and then WandaVision, and then Ms. Marvel, and then She-Hulk. Nice. Yeah, She-Hulk was, yeah. The streams were fun. We had a lot of fun in those live streams, though. But yeah, the show was like, okay. But it's like, I got to the point where I got so far into it, it's like, well, I got to keep doing these streams. I love the WandaVision, especially with Catherine Hahn. Yeah, she nailed it. As Agatha Harkness. I couldn't get into WandaVision because the way it started in black and white, but I'm like, dude, don't not watch WandaVision because it was black and white only. No. That's like, so I have a perfect analogy for that. That's like me saying back in the day, whenever I was younger, saying that I did not play Final Fantasy VII because it just had captions on it. Yeah, I said that. That's so dumb and silly of me. So I would say to you, don't not watch WandaVision just because it's in black and white. It's that show was revolutionary, man. It was awesome. I loved it. Best Netflix show outside of Stranger Things. Good question. Wellness says Squid Games. For me, oh man, probably Cobra Kai for me. You know, I freaking love Cobra Kai, bro. WandaVision was good, but I liked the others way more. Yeah, WandaVision's solid. I loved it. It's 1 or 2 for me. But yeah, don't dismiss it because it's black and white. Just like I should have never dismissed Final Fantasy VII because it was just like captions only and no voiceover. So silly of me. No, you're good. You're good, man. No worries at all. I get it. Oh, man. The black and white was awesome. The nostalgia, all of the nostalgia, it made it so good. Loved every second of it. Like, and I don't want to clown on these shows for being bad, except She-Hulk. It's just the others were better. Yeah, that's fair, Austin. Best Netflix show besides Stranger Things is The Walking Dead, then maybe Cobra Kai, Lucifer, and the recent Kaleidoscope or The 100. Nice. I keep hearing about The 100. It's good stuff. And don't forget about The Last of Us, bro. You got to put The Last of Us in there, I feel like now. That show was so good. The Punisher was on Netflix, though. Yeah, it was. That's true, too. Stranger Things like to pull their punches at times, so I hope season 5 the script is more mature when it comes to certain scenarios. Yeah, I think they'll go all out because they know this is it. I think they'll just go all out, and I really hope they do. Yeah, definitely simpler times, right? That's for sure. Oh, that's true. Yeah, it isn't. I thought we were talking like shows in general. Yeah, so just Netflix, obviously that wouldn't be on the list. But the best Final Fantasy game had captions. LOL 8 and 9. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, my buddy absolutely loved 9. My favorite is probably 10. I love 10. Actually, it's the only Final Fantasy game that I completed. I've come close to finishing 7. But yeah, 8 and 9 are awesome too. Well, if we can count Punisher and Daredevil, then those two are the best. Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they used to be on there, so definitely. She-Hulk was garbage. I hope they never do anything like that again. Yeah, it was interesting. Oh man. Just in general, Last of Us #1 for me easily. In general, yeah. No worries, bro. Yeah, I get it. iPhone or whatever device you're using with autocorrect, it's not good. It could get so much better. Perhaps they'll tap into AI whenever it comes to like typing text messages, and then the autocorrect could get better, you know? I'm sure they're already having this kind of discussions right now. You know, so all right, let's get into this Stranger Things news here before I wrap up the stream, of course, you guys. So here it is right here. Stranger Things bosses excite fans with a season 5 clue. And you know what? Let's go ahead and kind of set the mood a little bit here, shall we? How about some Stranger Things music to talk about this final article, shall we? I feel like that would be the way to go, right? Let me see here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and throw it in there. There we go. All right. Still got the playlist, of course. Stranger Things. Oh, this brings me back to my Stranger Things stream, bro. Oh, there it is. Stranger Things bosses excite fans with a season 5 clue. The end. Oh man. So okay, so this is just, I have it in reader mode here, so I'll take that down just for so I can actually read the article here a little easier. So writers for Stranger Things have offered a clue for the upcoming 5th and final season, teasing fans about the final run of the episodes. The last part, which is due to air next year, of course, will conclude the story of Hawkins and the Upside Downs, and writers for the show posted their official Twitter account to hint at the direction of the concluding chapter. So season 5 is like if season 1 had a baby and then that baby was injected with steroids, they wrote, with several fans posting their enthusiasm of the news. The 8-episode season, which will begin with chapter 1, The Crawl, will reportedly begin filming in the summer, according to David Harbour, who plays Jim Hopper, of course, on the show. Jim Hopper's quote saying, "We're walking into season 5. I've got a couple more months to train. We start shooting that in June, though, and that will be the final season," he said before talking about the development of his character. "I did a lot of training for season 4. Hopper was in a very specific position in that Russian prison, of course. It was about making him a different guy and shedding a layer of himself physically, mentally, and emotionally," he continued. "But now he's back in town. He's back in America, where they have the cheeseburger, so he will be well fed." So it sounds like he's needing to put on weight once again, probably for that role now that he's back home and everything. So there was the tweet again from the Stranger writers. This is the official Stranger Things writers Twitter account saying, again, season 5 is like if season 1 had a baby, season 1 and 4 had a baby, and then that baby was in fact injected with steroids. You guys buckle up. This is gonna be wild. This is gonna be crazy. There it is on Twitter. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be crazy, guys. I cannot wait. So that was that story, guys. Like I said, it was small, nothing crazy there whenever it comes to Stranger Things, but I definitely wanted to go ahead and talk about that with you guys there. So before, of course, we wrap up the stream here for tonight, let's see what you guys had to say about that. There's going to be a Peter Pan horror movie and a band. Oh my God, the Nothing. Are you serious? It's because these IPs, they're getting lost in the realm of things, right? Disney losing the exclusive rights. We're gonna probably get a horror Mickey Mouse movie tune soon too as well. So, oh man, yeah. Vecna's Clock was, I think, a couple songs away. So if the article would have been longer, or if we would have had more news, we would have had the clock. But it will return. I promise you, it will return. Yeah, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Oh man, yeah, wasn't that music great? I'm glad you guys like that. I was like, let me throw that in here. Nice. Oh snap. Well played, well played. What a strange analogy, LOL, but I'm here for it. So good, so good. Will the wise as the new threatening? Maybe, perhaps. I put up a short on one of my videos that I did the other day, talking about, you know, perhaps Max being a spy and everything. So if you guys haven't seen that part of the video before, go ahead, the short's up on there for that as well. All I'm saying is Steve and Max better get a happy ending or I riot. It's not looking so good for Max, and I think they've learned their lesson whenever it comes to Steve. I think a lot of folks are very concerned about Steve. They even put up a billboard, for crying out loud, in Hollywood saying, like, you know, talking about Steve being safe and everything. So yeah, they even acknowledged it. It's crazy. Yeah, season 1 is so iconic. I have a feeling we're going to be visiting some old locations, you know, some older locations for Stranger Things and everything. It'd be quite interesting. Do we know if Koska Reeves is going to be in the end of season 3? I'm not sure, John. I'm not quite sure, bro. So the mystery and sense of feeling lost in the aspect of season 1 with the horror and the action of season 4, but better, sounds like we're in for some peak television. It's gonna be dope, man. Gonna be straight fire. Can't wait for it. I hope they drop the episodes for season 5 weekly like they did. Oh, that would be awesome. Instead of just mass dropping it. That would have to be a huge corporate decision between the Duffer Brothers and Netflix. They would really have to discuss that. I honestly would be down for that because I would do streams for it every single week. That would be awesome. But if they end up doing it in just one fell swoop, you know, it's all good too. We shall see. We shall see. Beliza's in the building. What's going on, Beliza? Thanks so much for swinging by the stream. Hope you are doing well. Nice to see you as always, man. That's what's up. Debbie Riley with the $4.99 super chat. I gotta go, but I love the little chat session. See y'all for the next one. Thank you so much, Debbie. I really appreciate that $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much sincerely. And yeah, we'll see you in the next live stream. Appreciate your continued support. Have a great night, and we'll see you here real soon. Thanks again. There's the little jingle there for you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Imagine you get a vision of Vecna while on the toilet. What? Oh my god, that's hilarious, bro. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, it sounds like my music's messing up here. What the heck happened there? Hold on. There we go. That was weird. What happened to my music? That was so weird. What the heck happened there, bro? Did you hear that? Hopefully my microphone's still okay. I don't know. I have a feeling it's not. 1 second. Weird, man. What the heck happened? I'm glad that happened like towards the end of the stream and not at the beginning. That was really weird. All right. Hopefully the music's good now. Yeah. Sounds like everything's good now. I just unplugged the mixer and plugged it back in. Like I said, man, this Wave XLR is not the best mixer. It works well, but it's not the best. Austin, that was funny, man. That comment was hilarious. Oh my god. I thought Steve was going to die in season 4. You and many both. 100%. Yeah, isn't she though? So thankful for that. That's awesome. Did you do a countdown for season 4? Yes, I did. Yeah, that was like my biggest stream ever, bro. I had like 250,000 playbacks on it. There were like 8,000 to 10,000 people that were in the live stream. It's my biggest video I've ever done. Go check it out. Go to like the live tab on my YouTube page and sort it by most popular and it'll pop right up. It was crazy. Mike's good. Okay, good. Yeah, I think he did. I think he like hijacked me there, bro. Anyway, I'm gonna do homework later, dude. All right, Austin, take it easy, bro. Thank you so much for swinging by the stream. I'm about to wrap things up here as well, guys. As I mentioned, Wellness is going to check out too. You all have a good and wonderful week. Thanks, AWP, and until next time. Good stuff, Wellness. Thank you so much as always for hanging out in the live stream. Appreciate you. Good stuff. Yeah, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Sorry that the headline was basically all about some negative news regarding Jonathan Majors, but hopefully, you know, things get turned around regarding that. And we'll just have to see how things end up going. But man, that news is, whew. Yo, I just got another super chat. Hey, Austin with a $1.99 super chat, my dude. Thank you so very much, man. Appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much for coming through with that, my dude. I appreciate you, bro. That's awesome. Very cool stuff. Austin and Debbie coming through with the super chats. Thank you guys so much. Guys, this was a lot of fun. Again, the main headlines there, of course. The whole Jonathan Majors news, you can go check it out again on the replay once this stream ends if you don't know what happened with that, if you're coming in late. And then additionally, we talked about Loki season 2 potentially getting released here late summer, early fall, and then wrapping things up here with Stranger Things with the writers basically hyping up season 5. So it's going to be awesome. Really looking forward to Stranger Things season 5 and talking Stranger Things a lot more here on the channel once we get more news about that. But I think I'm going to be making some theory videos here in the near future regarding that too, so definitely stick around for that. As far as it goes, guys, my next live stream will be this Tuesday night for The Mandalorian season number 3. I believe we're on, what are we, episode 5? I think it's episode 5. Yeah, episode number 5 here, as that will be late Tuesday night, of course, leading into Wednesday morning. We'll be holding down that live stream, so definitely look forward to that. If any kind of news breaks regarding any other kind of news, I will definitely be letting you guys know, whether it's through a live stream or of course a video right here on the channel regarding any kind of video game news or entertainment news. Video game industry has been quite quiet, as you do know. I'm trying to do my best to make any kind of content that I can whenever news breaks, but it has been extremely quiet, as you guys know. But it's gonna have to pick up here. We're heading into April here. This is the last full week of March, so I think that we will in fact be getting some video game news here in the near future. That is for sure. Lego, what's going on, bro? Hey man, what's going on, dude? I cannot believe that this is happening with Jonathan Majors. Bro, I'm about to wrap up the stream. You joined late. I'm gonna be wrapping it up, but I highly invite you to replay this stream as soon as I end it. It's gonna be available as soon as I end it, to get my full thoughts and everyone else's thoughts on the stream here, because man, it's crazy. And some of the articles and news that I talked about in this stream, I mean, it definitely does not look good for him. It is crazy for sure. I'm gonna try to hold judgment, but man, it definitely does not look good. That is for sure. But bro, definitely go ahead and replay the stream once we get wrapped up here. Any news on the boys? Not yet, Beliza, not yet. It's my goal to watch it though. It is definitely my goal to watch it here in 2023, bro. Don't worry. It's coming, man. It's coming, because right now the only show that I'm really watching right now is The Mandalorian and The Bad Batch. And I think The Bad Batch just wrapped up. So what I can do once The Bad Batch is of course wrapped up, I think I have 2 or 3 episodes to watch regarding that. I think it wraps up this week actually. So once I finish the Bad Batch up, I'm gonna dive right into the boys right after that. That was my plan. So that's gonna be next in line for that. So I'll be watching. Oh man, sorry, I was doing my driver's ed. Oh, no worries, Lego. No worries at all, man. Yeah, I hope, by the way, I hope everything's going good with that. I hope you ended up getting the, your permit and everything as far as that goes. I know you were studying up on that and trying to get that and everything, since you had a little bit of trouble with that, but hope that ended up working out for you. I'll catch up with you regarding that on Tuesday for sure, bro. And yeah, no worries at all, man, for missing the live stream and everything. Just go ahead and check out the replay. I highly recommend you check out the replay for sure, man, regarding our thoughts on Jonathan Majors. Yeah, I know, man. I knew I was going to disappoint you whenever I told you that, but like I said, don't worry. The Bad Batch is wrapping up, and once it's wrapped up, I'm going to dive right into the boys there right after that. So, and that'll be perfect time, because by the time I'm all done with it, I won't have to wait too much longer for the new season. I'll be arriving here real soon regarding the boys. So looking forward to that as well, man. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. This has been a fun stream. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here tonight. Do me a huge favor, if you haven't already, on your way out, smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. And again, my next live stream will be this Tuesday night for, of course, The Mandalorian. Look forward to that. And if any news or anything ends up happening prior to that, you can be rest assured that I will be making content regarding that news breaking as well. So I do appreciate you guys swinging by. The last chat I will read here from Lego. Well, I will, since I failed the test so many times, parents are making me do an online 30-hour driver's ed course. Yeah. You do that, I guarantee you won't fail anymore for sure, bro. Definitely. Good stuff. Have a good night, everyone, and thank you for the stream. No problem, Amanda. Thank you so much for swinging by the stream. I appreciate you as always, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Blyza, peace out, bro. All right, guys, I'm heading out. Thank you guys so very, very much for hanging out with me here tonight. I will see you next Sunday night. And if you're swinging by sooner than that, I will see you this coming Tuesday night for the Mandalorian Countdown live stream. Until then, I am your host with the most, A to the P, Albert Perkins, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, and as always, peace. Later, guys. Have a great night. Have a great week. If I don't talk to you until next Sunday, and we'll see you then. Take care now.